Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Bones' Vlogs. Now, in case you're not aware, recently, Skelty, Tarsus, and Edward have sort of been going back and forth with pranks, you know? So this whole thing, it's like a big skeleton squad beef going down. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna talk to each one of them and see exactly what's going on and why. And I already kind of know why, but I want to see if there's anything else, any other outside reasons. So anyway, it's gonna be sort of a more talking episode and not as much like doing crazy stunts or flips and tricks. But anyway, let's get right into it.
I got him! I tackled him! Whoa! Oh! Yo, guys, what the heck? Someone just broke into our house. Hey! What the?
Okay, so here's the deal. Not that long ago, like a couple months ago, Edward ate Tarsus's last chocolate Pop-Tart, even though Tarsus specifically told Edward to not eat it, and Edward said okay, he ate it anyway. So Tarsus took Edward and locked him inside a garbage truck. And then, even more recently, I was filming a video in advance so I could have a video every day counting down to Christmas. And the timeline of these videos is going to be very, very confusing because by the time you guys see this, it's going to already be after Christmas. But by the time that I'm filming this right now, Christmas hasn't even come yet. It's going to be 2020 by the time these videos are uploaded, but right now filming it, it's not even Christmas yet. But basically, I filmed this video in advance so I could upload it and have it all perfectly ready, right? So I could just have like 5 videos that I could upload right next to each other. So that's what I did, and I filmed a video where I pranked skeletons and some of my friends by hiding in a present, and when they came by to open it, I would jump out and basically scare them. And I pulled it on Skelty, and it worked really well. But later, at the end of the vlog, I was sitting in my house, and Skelty jumped down from the ceiling and jump scared me, and I freaked out and ran out, and Skelty grabbed the camera and said that he was the best skeleton squad prankster. So not only were tensions high between Tarsus and Edward because Edward vowed to get revenge on Tarsus for the garbage truck thing, Skelty also personally challenged Edward and Tarsus with the video that he took at the end of my vlog because he said he was a better prankster than both of them.
What made me say it? Well, I guess it's just... It started off as just like a gag. Like just a little joke. I don't know, I guess I just didn't really expect it to blow up into what it is now. I thought it was gonna be sort of like, ah ha ha, I pranked you kind of deal. But, I mean, now that since Tarsus already pranked me, I decided to just get revenge. Didn't seem like that big of a deal at the time, but now Bones is making it seem like it's some sort of huge war. Even though we're all still friends, we're all still close. I think it's a little bit rude, honestly, that Bones would place all the blame on me, even though my cousins both have a lot to do with it as well. But when it really comes down to it, we're all still good friends, and I honestly don't think that a lot is gonna happen. I think it's probably gonna end after this.
So fast forward a little bit, and Tarsus decided to film an Outdoor House Bros, which is should be currently up by now if I get the timeline of videos correct in the right order when I edit them. Tarsus pranked Skelty by putting him into a bag thingy and then swinging him back and forth on a door handle and spinning him all around, and Skelty was blindfolded the whole time, so he had no idea what was happening. So yeah, basically Tarsus just spun him around a lot and he got super dizzy, and it was a pretty good prank because Skelty had no idea what was going on. Dang it. Oh, hold on. Dang, I used the wrong zoom function. No!
Why did I decide to prank Skelty? Well, it's because he thought he was the best skeleton prankster, and I wanted to prove to him that I was. He called me out on video, so of course I had to come back and respond. And trust me, I'm not done yet. As you know, Skelty pranked me back in return, so you can bet that I'm going to get revenge on him.
So after that, Skelty was a little bit mad, not really at Tarsus, but at himself for falling for a prank like that, especially since Tarsus set the prank up in the exact same way he did with the garbage truck video. But Skelty didn't want to just leave it at that. He wanted to prove that he was a better prankster. Because Tarsus was saying, hey Skelty, guess what? You think you're better than me and Edward? Well, guess what? I'm the best. Here, this is why. I'll prank you right now, just a couple days after you said you're the best. So Skelty said, well, guess what? I'm just going to prank Tarsus back to show I'm better. So that's what he did. And what Skelty did was he set up this big subwoofer speaker that we got from Ben and Ramses for Christmas. And here's where the timeline of things gets really confusing. Ben and Ramses sent us the speaker early because they thought they were going to be out of town. They thought that they were going to have a big Christmas meetup with some of Ben's fans out in California. So Ben and Ramses dropped the speaker off at our house early, and this was like a couple weeks before Christmas even happened. Gosh, I really hope that people watch this video, otherwise things are not going to make sense when all the videos come out. So, about a week and a half or 2 weeks before Christmas, we already had the speaker from Ben and Ramses, which is why Skelty mentions in his College Adventures video that the speaker is a Christmas present from Ben and Ramses. I'll clear all the timeline stuff up later in a future video, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Is Skelty, we already had like everything planned out like in a storyboard, so Skelty says, you guys remember seeing this in the Christmas special, and this is a Christmas present from Ben and Ramses, even though Christmas hadn't happened yet and we hadn't made the Christmas special yet. That's because we were planning on acting like Ben and Ramses were there and pretending like we did all that stuff, even though they weren't actually here. I'll explain it more later, I hope you understood that. But basically, Skelty set up this loudspeaker down on the corner, and Tarsus came walking down the hallway when Skelty called him in, and Tarsus went right by, and as soon as he stood right next to the speaker, Skelty played a very loud and annoying version of the Avengers theme song at full volume and just blasted Tarsus's ears off and jump scared him at the same time. It was super loud. It was like shaking the whole backyard. And anyway, that's how Skelty pranked Tarsus back. Then, Edward finally decided to get his revenge on Tarsus, you know, for the whole garbage truck prank thing. So Edward made a cake and he didn't use any frosting, he scraped it off and he put toothpaste on instead of frosting. And he took it and he gave it to Tarsus and said, here you go. And Tarsus ate a bunch of the cake, and then he realized it was toothpaste, and it grossed him out, and he started spitting it out and stuff. And that's how Edward pranked Tarsus back.
Why have I been breaking rules lately? Because 1, it's fun to run the red lights. 2, I am not a cop anymore, and I am fired, so I'm allowed to do whatever I want. And 3, I have to get to the donut store before it closes. No, I don't think breaking the laws makes me do more pranks. I just think I'm being a cool guy. Don't you think a guy who jumps another guy in a car to run the red light is cool? Do you?
No. No, don't. And now, that means we have a lot of more opportunities for people to get revenge again, because Tarsus is gonna want to get Skelty back for that one prank, the speaker one. Tarsus is also gonna want to get Edward back for the cake prank, most likely, although I'm not sure. I heard them talking about possibly working together. But then Edward is also in danger, because Skelty said he's probably gonna target Edward next, because that's the other brother that he said he was a better prankster than. So it sets up this sort of like game. No one really knows who's on whose side or what's gonna happen next, and it's at a really interesting place right now. We needed more information about the situation, so we went to speak with an outside perspective. Hey man, how you doing? Sup, Bones? How are you? I'm doing pretty good. We sat down with Tim to see if he could provide any insight about the situation that was happening, but our interview proved to be inconclusive. Why did they start a prank war? Cheese? Look man, whatever those guys are doing is between them, so I'm not gonna interfere with them. I don't want to get pranked. Do you know anything about, like, any previous arguments they've had or anything like that? Any other information at all? Man, if I knew anything about why they were having a prank war, I would have told you, like, yesterday. Everything I've said so far is all I know. You haven't said anything at all. We all knew that Tim wasn't going to be of any help. So I decided to set up a hidden camera in Tarsus and Skelty's waiting room while they were preparing for their interview. Edward was late, as usual. It's disguised as a pirate hat. I don't even know why. Whose idea was this? Why is it like that? Why am I doing this? What is this video?
Dude, what is wrong with you? You took my favorite skateboard.
Well, listen here. You need to learn how to share.
Well, you could have at least asked me. You didn't even ask. Come on, who does that?
I texted you. You should read my messages and actually answer them.
As you can see, tensions were high.
You're hideous. You have no friends. You're so You don't have eyes.
Come on, Edward. This is supposed to be serious.
You have no brains.
What do I think of the whole situation? Well, honestly, I just have no idea what could possibly happen next. Honestly, I'm scared for my life. I feel like I might get pranked soon, so... I got nothing. We should have written a script for this beforehand. I honestly feel like I'm gonna get pranked soon. I'm just trying to be wary because I feel like these guys are gonna get mad at me for making a big deal out of it. And honestly, I'm not sure where this is even going. I'm not sure what the future of this prank war is. The truth is, they're all really good pranksters. And the pranks are just gonna get bigger and bigger. The pranks will get so big, soon everyone will be pranking everyone, and then it will be anarchy. Yeah, I can only see it increasing from here. Skelty said he thinks it's gonna end, but I don't think it's gonna end anytime soon. I would be shocked if it ended at all. It's like the Cold War. Except I guess they actually already started fighting. Never mind, it's not like the Cold War. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Bones' Vlogs. Make sure to subscribe, and as always, have a great day. Peace. Did you get that? Was that good? Okay, cool. Jeez, that was like the most production and effort I've ever put into filming a vlog before. Huh. Cool.